live on a Friday. Huge shout out to the Gibbs Gladiators boys basketball team punching their ticket into the state championship. Gibbs Gladiators, dude, they were down 10 points at halftime, battled back 3 overtimes. They won yesterday 58-55, the first time since 1969. They are playing for the state title on Saturday, 3 o'clock in Lakeland. Give it up for the Gladiators. Southside St. Petersburg. Stand up, ladies and gentlemen. Stand up. Yeah, man. Super proud of those guys. Super proud of those guys, man. We're having kind of a cloudy day, so I decided to step inside the studio. But you're looking very sharp, Coach. And I know you had a big event go on yesterday. I want to hear all about it.
Well, you know, people can look at you, people can talk to you, they can talk to you through body language. And one thing is, kids know when they're not wanted. You ain't got to say a word. And as soon as we walked in that place, a lady walked up to me and asked me, where did I live? What district did I live in? I said, Chesterfield, L.C. Berg. And she said, well, we need to get so-and-so on the ballot. I said, okay. Well, I was like, how do I get on the ballot? She was like, well, can you sign this? I said, sure. I said, hey, what time is Joe Biden getting here? She said, what? I said, yeah. I said, what time is Joe Biden getting here? She was like, sir, this is a Republican event. This is for Nikki Haley. I said, what? I said, no, we came to see Joe Biden. Joe Biden. She goes, no. I was like, this is a Republican event? I was like, I thought Donald Trump was running for president. And she said, well, Nikki Haley wants to be. I said, what? They're gonna let Trump run for president and he going to jail? Dude, this lady didn't know what to say. Like, I rocked her world, dude. And like, those kids were tripping, dude. They were tripping. And I just walked off. And like, there was a private school there. You know, they had their uniforms on and whatever the name of their school is. And then I saw a curtain. So wherever there's a curtain, there's a reason. There's something behind that curtain. And I saw all those kids that looked just like the kids I had walking behind that curtain. So I said, hey, man, follow me. And the guy said, a bald-headed dude that kind of looked like me said, hey, are you with the school? And I said, yes. Dude, I walked behind the curtain and there's like a background and Nikki Haley is standing right there in front of me. So what I do, walk right by her, get in the picture with the two kids I was with. As soon as they took the picture, she kind of stumbled around a little bit. And I said, this all happened within 10 seconds. I said, Miss Haley, can we get a picture? Can we get a picture? I said, this is two young conservative men, young kids. They're good Americans. Dude, we snapped the picture. She said, I'm so proud of you. And it was it. We were the only ones, MK, that got a picture with Nikki Haley. Why? Because we're the low man on the totem pole and we're too stupid to be scared. Like, that should not have happened, man.
Is there
a guy and two kids with no security, no nothing, should not have been able to walk up to the number one or number two person in the Republican Party? And I'm not political. I don't even like politics. Coach Bald, from what I'm telling you, I told you yesterday, when we took that picture, those guys' eyes in the background, they knew that wasn't supposed to happen. How does that make you feel about the future of our country? What is the life lesson from that?
That's the thing. You guys thought y'all got in there, no problem. Trust me, they had guns locked and loaded on you guys, making sure you guys did properly. You know, as much as you think. Look at the guy. Look at the guy's eyes. That's the look of a shooter. And yeah, man, you need to post that picture. Can people that follow Totem Pole Nation can they see that picture? Because the picture, hey, man, a picture paints a
What's up, Eric?
heck of a page.
We
bro.
love you, brother.
Yeah, man.
MK, what's up? Yeah, brother. Like, I posted the picture of the dude's eyes, you know, but the kids and everything. Like, I talked to both their mamas, and they were so happy, dude. Like, these kids' mamas, one of them could speak English. The other one was a lady, you know, African American lady, smart as crap. Dude, this other kid's mom is smarter than anybody in that room. Okay, so life lesson. MK, give us your quote. Life lesson. There's a guy putting the coffee out. So I asked the kids, I said, hey, man, go up to that dude. Talk to him. Goes up there, talks to him. The dude is from George Wythe. He's from Southside. He played at George Wythe. He talked about David Terrell. He talked about Tyree Evans. He graduated in 1997. I was in your last live. Oh, Eric. So you was, dude, I put this jacket on, Eric. So you was in TikTok? You was in TikTok? Like, I put this jacket on, bro, because this jacket wouldn't fit me before. And now I can get it on. So I put it on just to show off. But I was talking about, you know, meeting Nikki Haley. That's what you want to call it. But life lesson. The kids told me after they met her, they said, Coach, she ain't got a soul. Coach, she's like a robot. She's cold. She's empty. These are kids. The kids ain't stupid. They said she was cold. They said she was empty. They said she didn't have a soul. Wow. But the dude talking about football, yeah, brother, I don't remember our live like yesterday because we do a lot of lives, but we love you, man. We're glad you're here. I did TikTok here a second ago, so I thought this was what we were talking about. But brother, thank you for liking the live. The dude that was putting the coffee out, no one said nothing to him. Nobody said anything to us. Nobody thanked us for coming. They had this little tiny room. This classroom I'm in is bigger than the room. And only the fire marshal said only 115 people could go into that room. But last night on Twitter, it said it was standing room only. Well, dude, there was only seats for ADA compliant people. It was standing room only. Yeah, sure. Out looks like Jerry Garcia after he lost weight and he's grown a couple inches. But dude, exactly. I said, hey man, can we talk to you? He said, sure. I said, well, we're Totem Pole Nation. He goes, I never heard of that. I said, these kids are reporters. You can ask you a few questions. He's like, well, I don't know if I want to be on camera. It's okay. But the dude looked just like Jerry Garcia. Seinfeld, I mean, the beard, everything was like a circle. And he had a ponytail. So we started talking to this guy. And when I asked him a question, his eyes light up. Like he loves it. The dude, are you a football coach? Yes. I'm a fired football coach. I coach here. He coached at Lakewood, Giles Gibbs High School. I was Meadowbrook and LC Bird. But this guy that we were talking to, who looked like a bum on the street, looks like he could have traveled with the Grateful Dead. Because I said, dude, you're a real liberal. You're a hippie. And he said, yes, you're right. He went to UVA Law School. The dude was a law professor.
What made you gravitate towards that guy, Coach?
Because I was just making eye contact with people. I was making people make eye contact with me and making them and thanking them for coming. Anyone can make you happy by doing something special, but only someone special can make you happy without doing anything. Wow. That's powerful. Anyone can make you happy by doing something special, but only someone special can make you happy without doing anything. And that's love, Coach. Love. Love is free. See, people are looking for love in all the wrong places. They think they can buy love. Go ahead, Coach.
That should be a country song right there. Looking for love in all the wrong places, man.
Yeah, it is. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for
Well,
love. If I had that, if I got that hillbilly accent, I actually sound okay to myself. Probably not to anybody else. Look, dude,
you could do some karaoke.
I'm a baby face. I'm a baby face, dude.
Good on you, man.
I'm supposed to be going to dinner with one of my former players, and he's got gray hair. I subbed. Eric, you're the best, brother. Thank you. The kid's got gray hair. He's 40 years old, so I guess he should have gray hair. I mean, I'm 45. I mean, I was right out of college when I coached Francis Babaran, whose dad was born in the Philippines. This kid was born in the Philippines. They came to this country. His dad went to law school, was going to take the bar exam in the Philippines, came to this country and worked at Arby's.
Hey, man.
Guess what? He ain't
People need to
finished at
work at
Arby's.
Arby's, coach. People need to work at Arby's, But
Bruh, and when they get here, they get it.
heck yeah, brother. But check this out, man. So I was leaving my neighborhood yesterday, and I drive
Yeah.
this car, and I noticed this dude, and this dude looks familiar. And it clicked. It was like, I know who this guy is. So I turned back around, and I stopped him, got out of the car, said, "Hey, Big Mo, what's going on?" And he was kind of looking at me, and I took my hat off. I was like, "Hey, man, Coach K, Coach Bald." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, Coach!" And dude, we started chopping it up. And the next thing you know, I was like, "Well, look, I know you're busy. I'm busy. I gotta go. Can I get your number?" And I hand him my phone. And dude, he's got a freaking business card. Dude is a businessman. You don't know
Mm-hmm.
how good that made me feel, dude. Big Mo, Muhammad Barrow. He runs his own construction company, the CEO of his own company, man. And
Wow.
I remember this guy during 2 days, and he was Muslim, so he would not eat, you know,
Yeah, Ramadan, during
during
Ramadan.
Ramadan. Exactly. And I just remember
They fast.
how determined this guy was and how hard he worked out. And he was starving at the time. And, we
Yeah.
would always weigh guys, make sure guys weren't losing, so much weight and they were staying hydrated. But yeah, and I literally one summer see this guy drop 20 pounds. And the guy just the heart that he had to keep coming, you know what I mean, and go through hardcore practice, you know what I mean. The workouts there are super hardcore, but to see him
Oh,
go through
yeah.
practices, knowing he was starving, you knew the guy had some fortitude to him. So to see him, and I haven't seen the guy in 12 years. This guy graduated with A.D. Palmore. He graduated with the Griffin brothers. He was a year above Isaiah Wynn. So to see him, man, it was just unbelievable. As a coach, this is what you do it for. You do it
Yes.
to build champions. And
Yes.
see that on his business card, CEO of his own company. That's what a champion is, man.
Yes. Yeah.
I was so
Eric,
proud of him.
Eric, we're big fans of you. Like,
But I was so
there ain't no
proud of
difference
him,
between us
man.
and
That's
you.
what it's all about right there, coach.
It is. That's what it's
See
about,
that
dude. I started
guy
crying yesterday
doing
talking to
so much
Francis.
better now. It is unbelievable. And it's just that's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about, man.
It's what
Building
it's all
champions.
about,
That's
dude.
the ability. And dude, he was so happy to see me. He hadn't seen me in forever. It was just like, it's like, dude, I remember you, man. You made me better, man. You pushed me. And I was just like,
That's love. That's love.
that's why we
That's
do it.
love. That's why we do it, dude. Francis was one of our players on the state championship team, and now he has a wife and a little baby, 7 weeks old, and his brother is a doctor in the Philippines. Like, he's in residency or whatever, or plastic surgery, and
Wow.
his mom and dad are good people, man. Like,
Yeah.
they're good people. Like, I'm 8 and I have a YouTube channel. Well, brother, we're gonna subscribe to your channel, okay? Because we're fans of you. You are the future. Coach Bald, you're inside today. You want to talk a little bit about that? Why you're inside, Coach Bald?
It's just windy, man. I'll take you guys outside really quick, but it's just windy and overcast. It's nothing beautiful to stare at, but hey, man, it beats a lot of other states. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just kind of
Yeah,
overcast. There's some boats out there. It's some good boating weather. It's good flag weather. You see the beautiful flag there. Yep. So that's why we're inside. That's why we're inside. But yeah, man. Today too kind of marks the anniversary, brother. I posted it on my Facebook where I'm on Facebook, and I posted it on my Twitter. But it's an anniversary of when Shaquem Griffin rolled into the combine. You know,
mm-hmm.
missing one of his hands and repped out 225 20 times. If you ain't inspired,
Woo!
if you ain't inspired, man, check that out. I'm at Coach
I'm
Ball
gonna show it to my kids. I'm gonna
on
show it to
Twitter.
my students.
Yeah, man, he's got the strap on, and man, dude, he lights into it, man. He gets 20 reps, and I threw some David Goggins behind it on my feed, so there might be a little bit of cursing. Be
That's all
careful.
right.
That wasn't
That's all
intended.
right.
But yeah, man, it's awesome to see the NFL Combine going on. A lot of NFL news going to be breaking within the next couple days. Pretty exciting stuff, man. Pretty exciting stuff.
Man, Totem Pole Nation, we love y'all. If you're in here, please subscribe. We'll subscribe back to you
Yeah, give us a
because we
thumbs up.
show
We ain't
love.
thumbs up yet.
We're just getting started.
There we go.
Like
One.
we MK, we ain't acting. This is real life. TikTok, YouTube really ain't real life, but this is real to us. Like this is really who we are. And if you ever came and spent time with us, you would be like, wow, those guys, they're genuine. And that's one of the best things you can be is genuine. You don't become genuine overnight because you don't even know who you are when you're young. You got to figure that out. I subbed you guys 3 months ago. And MK, I hope that we have helped you as much as you have helped us. Because when you learn, you just don't learn from the teacher. The teacher learns about you. Because how can the teacher teach you anything if they don't know you?
Very true, brother. Very true.
I mean, not coaches, but teachers, Coach Bald, dude, I can think of one. Boom, a light bulb just went off. I know a teacher that took interest in you. And he wasn't your coach. It was Mr. Pollock. Mr. Pollock loved you and Shaq. Am I right or wrong? I don't. What other teachers were there? Can you talk about any teachers that were big in your life?
Dude, I remember Mr. Russell in middle school. You know what I mean? He was great.
And Mr. Russell in high school.
Yeah, Mr. Russell in high school, dude. Yeah, what a guy.
What was it about Mr. Russell in middle school?
You know what? I think it was just kind of his. He just had a toughness about him. Maybe it was the mustache, but also like he didn't discriminate. He would pick on everybody,
Yes, that's love.
And I tell you what, Mr. Harris, he was an art teacher in middle school, and he was our track teacher. And dude, he was just a great guy, man. He just, he made you feel good. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it is. You know, just feeling important. And from a coaching, point of view, a lot of times when you get to a certain place, they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think
MK.
that's where I had success with Lakewood. I was helping guys get a little bit better and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I
You
didn't make,
learn from the ghosts.
yeah, man, I didn't maybe look or talk like those guys, but it
But
was
you were those guys.
exactly, man. And
Yeah.
that's, maybe
Yeah.
I look at it like this, man. Maybe my path coming up was a little bit harder because my calling is a little bit higher.
Amen.
So
Amen. MK, you should write Ms. Keetier a letter, mail it to her, or an email, or call her if you have her number, and tell her how much you appreciate her, because teachers don't get that enough. Teachers don't get to hear the good things. They only get to hear the bad things. So tell people how much you appreciate them, how much you love them, and how they helped you. I got a player who blew out his knee and missed his senior year, and his grandma lives in Kansas. She might have went to high school, but she's got the most beautiful cursive handwriting. Just like my grandma that only went to 5th grade. She had cursive like Thomas Jefferson.
Wow.
Like, she had a 5th grade education, because that's all that the government said that you had to have at that time. And like, dude, the guy that I think about is Mike Harefield. Mike Harefield. And how that was probably when we first met, is when Mike Harefield, your rec ball coach, one of Big Red's, who I call Big Red, it was him and Bodie Beck, who I both got to know later in life. They could have been brothers, but they weren't. They both had red hair and red beards.
And
Gingers.
Yep.
And we didn't even call them that then. I don't know what we called them, but strawberry head,
Cotter.
I don't know. Huh?
Just like my man Cotter, dude. He could have been the third wheel of those guys. Could all be brothers.
It's like the dude was like a dad to you. Talk about that. What Mike Harefield did for you, man. What did he show you?
How
to be a man?
Dude, he just being there in his presence, man. He showed me everything, man. He'd literally pick me up from my mom's place, and he'd scoop me up. We'd go grab another player from the team that probably didn't have a dad, and we would go watch football together, and we would scout. He would scout. We'd be over there playing football and stuff like that.
Yes. Y'all had fun, dude. We'd fight. We'd wrestle. Yep. We'd beat up Johnny Herron's brother.
But yeah, man, a lot of good times, man. I'll never forget that. And then, that was my first year ever playing ball. Within 2 years, I had went to Blackstone for a year and then came back. And the great coach Terry Sorensen, he did the same thing, man. He would pick up me. He would pick up Eddie Cook, and we were like brothers for that whole football season.
And look at how y'all turned out. Look at how Eddie Cook turned out. Now Eddie is one of the best youth football coaches probably in Virginia.
Well, I'm not surprised.
So Eddie Cook, bruh, you've been through it. And nothing but respect to you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like those rec ball coaches, those youth coaches, they don't get respect in the eyes of the world, of the man, of the government, or of money. They do it for the love. They do it to give back. And dude, those are the coaches that really have an impact. The higher you go in anything, sports, school, the less of an impact you have. You could set a kid's life up for greatness because they're sponges. Jimmy taught me that. At those ages, they're sponges. Like, dude, and like Mike taught you how to be a dad to somebody that ain't even your blood.
Yeah, very true, man.
Love is not limited.
And that's the thing too. Like, I think I, developed in becoming a good father just because you know what not to do, maybe from your own sometimes. You know what I mean? As where you know what it is to be a good father from where your dad, the way he did things. You know what I mean? You might know what not to do, right? You know what didn't work.
Bruh, I just know this. My dad is from a different day and age. My dad was one of the guys that said, I ain't going in that hole. I ain't digging that black rock. Black rock? I ain't digging that black rock out that mountain no more. Because when they come out that mountain, we all look alike. And the people that own that mountain and own that town, they won't go in that rock. Because, dude, they put a canary in there. And if the canary didn't come back, it won't safe. Then they put you in there. The rock may fall on you. You may blow up.
Yeah.
They ain't care about you. Like my dad said, he ain't going. You know the story when my dad walked to the Marine Corps recruiter from Appalachia to Norton?
I remember that. Yeah, man. So
And he walked up there and he walked 10 miles up a mountain. And that's true. Because I know where Norton is. You can look it on a map. And he told the Marine Corps guy, like, what do you need me to do? He said, well, I need you to go home and get your bags packed, get your stuff. He said, what stuff? What stuff? Where am I from?
yeah.
I am from a place called Chesterfield, Virginia. It's a suburb of Richmond, Virginia, the capital of Virginia. And Coach Bald is from there too. I still live there, but now tell him where you live, Coach.
Southside St. Petersburg. But I want to mention this too, man. Matt Baker, I hit him up yesterday. We've been kind of talking back and forth. I had some wrestling cards I posted. He posted a bunch. It was so funny, man, because he posted like, he was like, look, man, make me an offer, and he put a blue light on there. And I said, dude, the blue light, I'm old enough to remember what that blue light means. And dude, I
Yeah,
remember
he's
a field trip by
man.
park department to Kmart for the blue light special. And yeah,
Yeah,
that was funny to
the
just
blue light special.
dude, we used to walk that far too, man. I mean, that's a long hike now that
What
I
from Parkley? From Parkley to
park.
Kmart on Chippenham?
Yeah, dude, that's a heck of a walk. Look at
Bro,
it.
that's where the Jeff Davis indoor flea market is now.
Okay, okay.
They,
Yeah.
they have all these different shops set up where people sell stuff.
But
Yeah,
also
bro. That
what I want to tell you younger viewers and everything is the way we are, the way we are is because like for us growing up, whenever we would stumble or we would have a problem with something, our parents would kind of tell us or our coaches would tell us stuff like rub some dirt on it. It'll be okay. Get up. Um, you're gonna make it. You're gonna live. You're gonna live. I can't tell you how many times something bad happened and you're gonna live. So when you guys go through tough situations, just know that you're gonna get past this. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna live. And look, there's nothing you can't ask us while we're on here that we won't answer. And if we don't answer it, we'll find the answer. That's
woo, I
that total
love that.
nation is building champions. Yeah, man. That's what we're here.
Bro, you know what I thought? Like, we're Americans. And like, dude, really, we're limiting ourselves by saying that we're gonna build great Americans. Because Totem Pole Nation, dude, we're talking to people all over the world. But really, we ain't gonna change the world. The world is the man-made structures. We're gonna help change people. We're gonna help change people. We're not the ones changing people. We know where love comes from. We know one love, Bob Marley. Coach Bald, who is the NFL head coach that I hate.
Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin.
You know what? Your hate might just bring us a blessing because sometimes when you hate something, guess what? It shows up. So by you hating Mike Tomlin, we may end up having Mike Tomlin. Just to show you, MK, that we're the low man on the totem pole and we don't know anything. We don't even know what we're doing. We're stupid. We're not smart. We walk into the Nikki Haley event and go behind the curtain. But who's ever seen The Wizard of Oz?
Everybody.
When they went behind the curtain, coach, what did they find out about The Wizard of Oz? Because I've never actually seen the ending of Wizard of Oz. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah. He was just a grumpy old dude pretending to be something that he wasn't. Smoke and mirrors. Yeah. It, dude, you're gonna get in trouble wooing in class.
was he really a wizard? Or was he lying to himself and everyone else? Because that's really what TikTok is. That's what YouTube is. That's what Instagram is. It ain't real life. It's a make-believe fantasy world where people live behind Twitter. That book teaches you what to do. This book teaches you what to do, how to live.
Write
Coach,
that
give them a
down,
little
Terry.
breakdown of that book. Like Jocko. I know a guy that knows Jocko.
Yep.
Coach Bald could be talking to Jocko.
Yeah,
What
man.
did you learn, Coach, from that book? Just give us a little section of it, whatever you want. Because that's what life lessons is. It's basically Way of the Warrior Kid.
So, middle of the book here, Mark, his uncle, has this book, and it's this book right here. And it says Way of the Warrior. Okay. So, just for an instant, this says the U.S. Army Warrior Ethos. So, this is what the U.S. Army used. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Comrade behind.
Those right there are good blueprints for your life, for your mission.
Mm-hmm.
How about this one? This is right here. The 7 virtues of the
The
samurai
Bushido blade.
code,
Bushido. The
the
Bushido.
samurai code.
The samurai.
Integrity.
The knight. The chivalry.
Pump the brakes really quick, coach. Let me finish here. Integrity, respect, heroic courage, honor, compassion, honesty and sincerity, duty and loyalty. Just like that, man. That's just a few things in this book right here. But the guy deals with everything, man. He deals with bullies. He's not a good swimmer. He's not specifically quick with his math skills, but through his uncle coaches him up. When I say he coaches him up, he doesn't do one thing for him, but he advises him. And once he does well, he puts a timer on it, speeds up the process. Like, let's get this done in under 3 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's pretty good stuff. But hey, man, like that's the thing. Like everybody these days they have anxiety. Well, guess what? If you're crossing the street, anxiety is a good thing to have because if you don't have anxiety, guess what? You might get hit by the bus. You might get ran over if you don't have anxiety. So focus your anxiety in the right ways. A lot of people do an amazing job at work because they have anxiety. They don't want to fail. They don't want to mess up. What do you think about that with anxiety, coach?
Contact. And how you can make people make eye contact with you, or they can make the choice not to make eye contact. And the kid told me, well, that's something I need to work on. And I said, dude, there's a reason that you don't make eye contact. Because when you make eye contact with someone, what ain't you doing? Keeping your head on a swivel. So if I'm locked into you and I'm in the club, those dudes that's in the Secret Service, they ain't locked into nobody.
Yep.
They got their head on a swivel. So yeah, I agree. When you got your head on the swivel, you ain't locked into nobody. You ain't making eye contact. And it's okay. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to have anxiety. We're human beings.
Yep.
Like they tell you you're supposed to, but you got to know
Right.
why.
And that's the thing, coach. Like I said earlier, you'll get over it. It's going to be all right. Rub some dirt on it.
Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right.
But Totem Pole Nation, we love you guys. Go Gibbs Gladiators.
We
Championship
love
game
you.
Saturday, 3 o'clock. Huge shout out to our sponsors, St. Pete Rejuvenate. We love you guys. Health is wealth with us. trying to lose a couple lbs, or you need to be hydrated, you're dehydrated, you need a B12 shot, you need a little boost in your performance and your endurance, hit us up. Ketamine fusions for depression and massive chronic pain. It will help you.
MK, we love you.
Do your
MK,
research.
we're not going to say bye because we're going to see you again. We're going to
See
say
you
we
later.
love you.
That's it. To the next episode, guys.